Welcome back to my channel. I am Sarah, aka Scarlett, and today I am doing a no makeup look that is perfect for summer with lots of hydration for mature, dry, and porous skin with an array of different products everywhere from drugstore products to designer products. We are doing a full, very simple face that doesn't really look like makeup. If this is something you're interested in, stay tuned. And as always, please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up, and we've got a no makeup look coming right up. So when we talk about a no makeup look, we are looking for something that looks fairly natural and looks like you don't have a ton of makeup on. I think mascara always kind of looks like makeup, but when you do a natural makeup look, it's not supposed to be super heavy. The foundation or whatever you're using should be a lighter coverage, kind of a really natural look, like you didn't put on a ton of makeup on your face. I am using a lot of different products here. This is a no makeup look that I have tried out, and I'm going to show you how it wears. So I'm going to put on this face of makeup, and then I'm going to wait 8 hours and show you how it looks in 8 hours as well. So we're going to start, and again, this is a mix actually of more expensive brands and drugstore brands. I've got some low-cost drugstore brands. I've also got some products from a brand new cosmetic company as well. I have paid for all of these products myself, except for the Rumi Cosmetics products, which were given to me in exchange for promoting, but she agreed to let me be 100% honest on anything that I review for her. I'm under no obligation to not be honest, and I would never do anything that I wasn't allowed to be honest. So we're gonna start with a more expensive primer. This is my favorite Jane Iredale, and I'm not sure if it's showing up because the camera is the front face camera, but this is the Jane Iredale Smooth Affair Primer. And I love Jane Iredale. If you guys have watched some of my other videos, you know that I swear by Jane Iredale's powder foundation. Now keep in mind that I have already done my skincare routine for the day. And the skincare routine that I used this morning was a combination of sunscreen and Repachang, which is a new brand that I also have some information coming out on soon. But I'm just going to put that moisturizing primer onto my face to hold that makeup in place and help fill in those pores, and always makes me, I always look a little red after I throw something on because I do have a little bit of rosacea and kind of those red undertones. And just to remind everyone, I am 51 years old. I have not had any fillers or cosmetic procedures done on my face, and I always clarify that when starting. I have always stayed out of the sun, and when in the sun have used very heavy sunscreen, and I do, have some good genetics. And everybody ages differently. The other thing I just want to note is everybody's skin is going to take makeup differently. But if you have very dry skin and it is porous and it is more of a mature complexion, you will notice that your skin changes when you hit midlife. And my channel is all about glowing up into midlife, right? So I noticed my skin changed. It was always dry, but it got a lot drier and more porous around the age of 49. So after I have my primer on, I am going to start with my first drugstore brand. This is Neutrogena Hydro Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint, and I am wearing the color Buff, which is color 30. So this comes with the applicator. So what I do is I put a couple dots on the forehead, a couple dots on each cheek, the chin, the nose, a little bit under the eye, because I'm not using multiple concealers and all that. We're going for a natural look. So you can just use your hand, because this is a tinted moisturizer. You can use your hand. What I do is I rub it in with my hands, and then I go back in to places where I want a little more coverage with the sponge. And those places would be right here, my cheeks, where I want a little more coverage. It is definitely not a full coverage. My nose, where those capillaries are, bit down here. It is not a full coverage. It is a tinted moisturizer. And with a tinted moisturizer, you're going to get a light coverage. I've tried one tinted moisturizer that had more of a medium coverage, just one. All the other ones I've tried are pretty light. So this look is definitely a lighter coverage than I normally wear, but I like to go lighter for summer and kind of look natural. All right, so this is what it looks like. It gives you a very light, natural, just a slight coverage, not a lot of coverage. It's a very slight coverage. Next thing I'm going to use is a product that went viral quite a while ago, and you may have heard of this. This is by Jouer, and this is the Soft Focus Hydrating Setting Powder. And I have been really impressed with this. So I have porous skin. I also have dry skin. I am also primarily a powder foundation lover. So when I put on something like a tinted moisturizer, I want more of a matte, dry look than a lot of tinted moisturizers are going to give me, but I also want to fill in my pores. So I have tried the Jouer Soft Focus Setting Powder a couple times, and it came with this this great brush that is very portable. And so I take the Jouer setting powder and I set my, just a little bit, a light set. And this is their translucent powder, so it does not have a color. They do have some that have a tint to them, but I got the translucent. And I'm just basically going to dab that, rub that on my face to kind of fill in my pores, through my eyes, and also to set my foundation or my tinted moisturizer, and also just to kind of give it more of a feeling of dryness, because that is what I'm used to. Now, what I love about this Jouer setting powder is that even though it is going to give you a matte finish and it's going to set your powder, or excuse me, set your foundation, and it's going to help blur your pores, fill in your pores, it's hydrating. And that is what I think is so phenomenal about this, is that it is a hydrating setting powder. So I want to go in close on my pores. It's pretty beautiful. It really does kind of blur, right? Again, this is a very light coverage, so you're still seeing some of my little, broken capillaries, a little bit of my veins, because I'm not wearing a super high coverage. If I was, it wouldn't be a no makeup look, right? All right, so moving on, we are going into our blush and highlighter, and these are from Rumi Cosmetics. Rumi Cosmetics is a newer makeup cosmetic brand, and they have not that many products yet. I think they're kind of building up their products, and I'm actually using 2 of their products today, and these were sent to me, but under no obligation to be completely, not be completely transparent. So I really, really love the highlighter, and I like this blush. This blush is described as the color Nude Peach. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my cheeks, and you'll see, look how natural that is. Super natural look there. And then I am going to take my blush brush, and I'm going to blend that in. It's definitely nicely pigmented. I'm going to put just a little bit of highlighter from Rumi Cosmetics in the color Vanilla. I really love the shimmer on this. Just show you on my hand. Just got a really light, pretty shimmer, which I really, really like. And I'm just going to put a little bit up here. Not going to put it in too many places, just a little bit in some of those areas that I like to have a little bit of a shimmer. It's really pretty. Okay, so next I am going to use the Rumi Cosmetics brow gel. This is just a tinted brow gel, and they only have 3 colors. Now I will say Rumi is a new company, and I do feel like they need to add more colors to their palette, but I do like this brow gel when I'm not wearing a wig with a darker root and I'm wearing my gray hair. I think it just adds a little bit, it just kind of sculpts the brows. And by the way, I am trying to grow my brows out thinner, so they're looking a little scraggly. I mean, not thinner, thicker. Oh, I can't even talk sometimes, that menopause brain, I tell you. Perimenopause brain, I should say. But anyway, what this does is it gives it just a tint, just a little bit of color, and then it sculpts those brows. So again, it's very natural, which is what our look for today is. Then I'm going in with another drugstore brand. I've got good old Covergirl Lash Blast Volume. Now, I do think that mascaras always kind of look like you have makeup on, but I just have to have some mascara no matter what when it comes to doing my face. If I'm going to do makeup at all, even if it's a no makeup look, I'm going to do mascara. And I would say mascara is, you know, one of those things that kind of always looks like you're wearing something. But I love CoverGirl. You know, I gotta be honest, I like this mascara better than a lot of ones that cost a lot more. Keeping it real. All right, so we are almost done, and we are going to end with a product from Tarte, and this is the Maracuja Juicy Lip in the color Rose. And I have to tell you, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I'm obsessed. First of all, it keeps my lips super moist. As you can see, they're a bit dry. And it gives you just the most beautiful, subtle pink color that I just love. Just a super natural, a hint of color. How pretty that is. I mean, it's basically just a light gloss that gives such a pretty moisturizing look. So that is my no makeup look. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this on for about 8 hours. And I do already know how it wears because I've worn this before, but I want to show you what it's going to look like in approximately 8 hours. But let's take a close-up look. It's very pretty and very natural. Gives you just a little bit of coverage and a little bit of color in all the right places. I'm going to let it wear for a bit and I'll be back. I am back, and it has been about 7.5 hours since I put on my no makeup look, and it wore just like it did last time, so it's what I expected. This is my final thoughts on how it wore. I am not noticing a big difference on my forehead, below my eyes, or on my cheeks. I blow my nose a lot because I have really bad allergies, so I'm not surprised that it wore off around my nose here. And then it also wore off a bit on my chin, which is also normal, eating, wiping, all that kind of stuff. But the rest of the face, I have not touched this. I have not put any touch-up powder, touch-up moisturizer, tinted moisturizer, nothing. I have not touched it. And I would say that just as it did last time, it wore nicely. The blush is still visible there. You know, you still have a little bit of the shimmer highlighter. And so overall, I think that this look and all the different products I used really wore nicely. It's also really a quick makeup look. It's really just, you know, throw on the moisturizer, the blush, little mascara, little brow gel, and it doesn't take a long time at all. So it wore off in the places I expected it to, which was the nose and the chin, and everywhere else it stayed quite nicely. So that is my final thoughts on these products as a combination of a no makeup look. Of course, the the lip gloss is off. I mean, that's obvious. I didn't put more on to do this part because that wouldn't stay on regardless. So I hope you enjoyed my no makeup look. And if you want to check out some of these products, all of them are in the description below. And again, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, click that bell, and I will see you at the next one.